First session, screens glow bright. Early morning suit on right. Charts moving like a symphony. Calm mind, that's the key. No rush moves, we play it smart. Every trade is crafted art. No emotion, just precision. We execute with clear vision. No need to fake a role we feel. We step in knowing this is real. We don't fake it till we make it. No, we feel it till it's real. Every candle, every breakout. We trust in what we feel. Acting like we're already there. Overly start, we're well aware. Consistency will seal the deal. We feel it till it's real. Monday to Friday, we show up strong. Same routine all week long. Side by side, we grow as one. Community under the rising sun. Clean desk, coffee, steady hand. We stay locked into the plan. Lost so when we stay the same. Discipline defines the game. No shortcuts, no loud display. We let results speak our way. We don't fake it till we make it. No, we feel it till it's real. Every setup, every entry, sharpening our steel. Acting like we're already there. Come collected millionaire. Consistency will seal the deal. We feel it till it's real. Day by day we elevate. Same time, same focus state. Through the charts, through every phase, we're building habits, building ways. Monday to Friday, side by side, growing stronger with the tribe. No excuses, no retreat. Discipline on repeat. We don't fake it till we make it. No, we feel it till it's real. Every moment in the market, mastering the skill. Acting like we're already there. Quiet wealth is in the air. Consistency will seal the deal. We feel it till it's real. First session, now we know this is how the journey goes. Feel it now and hold it still. That's the way we make it real.
I wake up shining, yeah, I feel the glow. Money in my mind and it's starting to show. Every single step, yeah, I'm in control. Abundance in my heart, yeah, I'm letting it flow. I don't chase nothing, it comes to me. Opportunities align so naturally. I see it, feel it, I let it be. I'm living in wealth, yeah, I'm finally free. I don't
All right, good morning, everyone. Are we awake? Let me see the hands. Toot, 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 toot. Nice, Pavel. Pavel Wyszolskowski. Love that, bro. Nice to see you with the camera on, bro. You have a, what the hell is that setup, bro? Sponsored by Red Bull, having a nice gaming chair. Everything is nice, bro. I need some help with that. Nice, guys. Are we awake? Let's see who do else. Joanna Mucha. Joanna Mucha. Have camera on. Who do we else have? Adrian Bruberg. Let's get more cameras on. We have Camila as well. Nice to see you, Camila. We have Charine, Ramadan. Nice to have you here. We have Batoas. Let me see where you're tuning in from. Let me see the cities in the chat and let's keep the energy high. Do some of you have I don't know what it's called, like an Easter vacation right now where you're free from school, free from job. Any one of you? I know Niklas. Yes, yes, yes. Happy Easters. Do you say that? Happy Easters? I don't know. Happy Easter if you say that. Yes, Germany, Germany. That's why I can join these sessions. Yes, and you're not in the school. That's lovely. Chilta, Chilta. Adrian Buberg from Chilta. Let me see all the cities. I can see Kolding as well, Bangkok, Norway, Germany, France. Oh, that's a hard one. Panevėžys, Panevėžys, Viljandi, Mo i Rana, Mo i Rana. Stakkels Mo. Poland. Nice, 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 nice. Let's go for this session and let's look at what we looked at yesterday, because I saw some of you, especially from the Polish team, had a really stakkels Mo. I know that some of you, especially the Polish team, they had a really nice trade yesterday. And that was so awesome. But we could have done it better, guys, not to be the awful person, but we can always do better, right? So it's just to give some feedback, what we should focus on going forward. Poland, 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 Poland. I love that we have so many from Poland. I haven't been to Poland. That's my mistake. Should go there. Poland. But yeah, let's go, guys. Let's start. Max Seniors Poland 2. I'm next week in Mistroy. Mistroy. That's a crazy name. Poland as well. Okay. I gotta go for Poland. Crazy. Crazy. But let's did you all see in the chat that did some of you have the trade where you took the buy on Lithuanian? That's nice as well, Christina. Nice to have you. Did you see the trade that some people from the team did, where they did the buy on gold? We had that Phineas face where the price was ranging inside of that Phineas face. Phineas face. I hope some of you know who Phineas is. Phineas and Ferb. Yeah, you know that? Maybe I'm too young. Yes, glad. Okay, so let me share my screen here. And let's go over it. But let me just take a quick look at the chart, because there's something that we have to be aware of, because we want to have a nice sell on gold. And I don't hope that we got too late to the party, guys. We should be able to get this one. Niklas, you actually asked me about a buy up in this area. You have been in a buy since down here, I believe. Niklas Johansson, isn't that right? Yeah, I think. But yeah, we had to be aware of this area. But let's go to Deep Sage, guys, and let's talk about this afterwards. Deep Sage is the first thing we're doing every first morning. Making a routine for real. My daughter look Phineas and Ferb right now. Wish it was me. I love Phineas and Ferb. Let's see. So let's ask what the mastermind is thinking about the Dixie, the USD, and of course also the gold and euro maybe, because there is some nice setups this morning. So we should be able to have some. I hope that we don't break this area right now, guys, because then I'm sorry. Hope that we should be able to have a nice retracement that we can enter on and take this trade. Hopefully go after a nice risk reward as well. Let's see. But let's ask Deep Sage. Hey, good morning. Can you give me an analysis on XAUUSD, Dixie, and tell me the probability in percentage for bullish or bearish? Thank you. Always remember, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Albert Einstein knew that there was a law which showed gratitude. So Albert Einstein actually did a thank you at least 100 times a day, not just a hey, thank you, hey, you just served me, thank you. No, he did a thank you with passion, guys. And that's so important. That brings so much joy to our lives. So always remember a nice thank you and make it count. Let's see here. Okay. So we have probability bullish 55%, bearish 45% short term. I agree. Dixie 60% bullish, which means that, all right, so this is the thing, guys. No, this is the thing. So it says that there's 60% chance for Dixie to be bearish. Let me just ask, are we talking about the make a smaller time frame analysis? Let's see, guys. Shit. Let's see. Let's see. And let me also just find the Phineas trade that we looked at yesterday. 45% bullish. There we go, guys. Do you see? Just changed. That's what I like. 60% bearish. All right, so this is what I'm talking about, that if we're looking at the smaller time frames, guys, we are most likely to see a bearish movement, a bearish trend the upcoming hours. So this is what we should look for, right? Should look for sells. But of course, we need clarity. We need to be sure that we are totally right. But we got the breakout yesterday, which is super nice, and the DIX started to push again. Will make sense for you. We just talked about this in the group chat, that hey, Dixie have a really huge potential to actually make a reversal in this area, and it did. And that caused, of course, gold to crash, not crash, to go down the whole night. And okay, you can call this a crash actually. What a 4-hour candle. 2%, 3%. Crazy. Crazy times to be alive. And the Dixie, yeah, it's pushing. So that has of course also caused that crypto is going down right now. Be careful, guys, because if we're looking at NAS and stocks, it seems like this is only the beginning, right? So just understand this, guys. The Dixie could potentially push more, like much more, which means that NAS would go down, stocks will go down, crypto will go down, gold will go down. So let's be aware of that as well. But if the Dixie is changing direction, changing mood, we could be able to also see that the Dixie begins to go down, and maybe we will be able to also break this area here, which will just send the Dixie into the hill, and we can say goodbye, and everything will start rise again. But let me take a look at Deep Stage again. So it says that we have a bearish, biggest chance for bearish for 1 hour. Dixie still have 40% bullish, 60% bearish. Let's see. Probability bearish, short-term buyers. All right. So short-term buyers, both gold and Dixie is bearish. That's something that I don't like. But the thing is, if both is going down, then we have to look at XAU if that is going to rise more than the USD, where sometimes we are able, because we know that US have those big holdings in gold. They are buying a lot with depth in gold, which means that USD, sometimes you can basically look at the Dixie, and then you can sometimes be able to also predict where gold is going, XAU USD. So let's be aware, guys. Let's don't make some stupid stupid things to do. Let's be patient today, guys. For real, me too, please. Yes, here's the link to the Telegram group. We'll share it on these streams always, so everyone who is attending can join through this Telegram group. But let's have a look at the trade some of you did the other day, where I was talking about that, hey, you should have been able to make a better trade, actually, a nicer risk reward. And I just have to find the area. Do some of you know where the area is? It's right. Let's see. I love, there's so much activity in the Telegram group, so I have to scroll up like crazy. Let me see here. Let's go over the trade. I have the 1st of April. Where is it, guys? Isn't it here? I have to talk about it because it's really important that some of you understand why we could have done better. It's really important giving feedback, right? Feedback to ourselves, feedback to people around us, but in a good way. So let's see. Who run the world? Girls. We are in the area now. Let me see. I'm on entry 4620. It was yesterday. Let me go here and let's go to the smaller time frames. We are in size 1657. It's in this area, I believe. Isn't it? Yes, sir. No, it's not. It's in this area, right? It's in this area here. I think so. One of them. All right. So the thing that we should have been looking at yesterday in this area was that, let me do this instead, because that was something similar as this. So the thing we should have been looking at yesterday in this area was that when we are in an area like this where we both could see sells, we could also see buys, we have to always secure that we get a nice risk reward, because I saw one of you were entering on 4720, which is in this area here, and the take profit was 4734, and there was stop loss which was 4685. And guys, I love you for making the profits. I love you for taking the trade, but this is not a nice risk reward. Let's say that you're risking $100. You only are able to make $40, and that's a minus risk reward. And in the long term, guys, you will see sometimes that this is happening. Of course, you will win more trades, which looks nice, right? Oh, we have a win rate on 99%, game changer. But it doesn't matter if you have a nice win rate if you have a bad risk reward. So this should be the most important thing. And if you ask me, guys, the stop loss, when you can see that we consolidate and we have this support line here, should maximum be here. And then I saw that some of you had this take profit here. Remember, guys, when we have these consolidations, isn't it the right area? Yeah, it is. When we have these consolidation, guys, remember that after a consolidation, we always have that impulsive move. So we know that either it breaks out in this direction and it starts to skyrocket. Otherwise, it will break down a little bit in this direction and begin to go up afterwards, or it will just break out and just boom, drop it like it's hot, just finish. So the most important thing for me, guys, is that we get the nice entries. And the thing that you could have done in this area, let me go to 1 minute to show you, is to figure out where do we have the cheap price here in this consolidation, and where do we have the expensive price in this consolidation? And let's just mark the lowest point here. Here. And let's mark, let's mark the highest point. Let me just use this tool instead. The highest point. That means that this low point down here is the cheapest point, guys. Cheapest point. And this is the most expensive point, right? So we don't want to buy when the price is up here, but we don't neither want to buy when we are down here, at least not in this area, because we didn't know that it would be a support area. We didn't know that before that we tested it more than once. So when we see something like this where we can see, actually I believe we did something like, no, it was like this. I think. When we are seeing a Phineas head getting formed, it's really important that we are fast marking out the lowest point, the highest price in this consolidation, because that's the area where we want to take the longs. So you should have done a long here or along here. And that's all right, guys, that you didn't got the exact point. That can't be always simple to do. But, oh, gold just crashed. Did I miss something? Why don't I read the chat? Good entry gives opportunity. Good exit, make the money. Yes, sir. We got the retracement, guys. Let's see. All right, we can still be alive. Let's see. But let's go back here. So I know it's perfection, guys, but when you're taking a buy here, I love that. Do the buy. I did look for a sell in this area, but when you're looking for buys in this area, guys, the most important thing is that you're going after a nice risk reward, not a risk reward which looks like this. And I know some of you, maybe you can agree on this. Some of you, I have entered XAU at 4649. I love you, Adrian. I hope it was a short. The thing is, guys, that I know some of you are risking 0.01 lot. You're not looking at margin. You're not looking at how much money that you're risking on this one trade. That's something that we really have to change. That's super important that we change that, guys, ASAP. Because if you don't know the exact number that you're risking here, guys, your 0.01 would probably be, I don't know. Let's just say, how much do you think, Armin? I know you're in the chat, or Nicholas. 0.01 lot, what would that be? 200 and almost 300 pips. Believe it's at least $50, right? $30. $30, guys. Is that 1% of your whole capital? I don't know. If it is, that's perfectly fine, do it. But this is a big stop loss, and you could have done this, taking it under the cheapest point, going after the area, which was 4750, have a 1 to 4, which means that if you're risking $30 here, guys, you would have done $120 on this trade. That's why risk management and risk reward is so important, guys. Do you understand it? Where some of you in the trade, please let me know. It's okay. I love it. It was a nice trade. But we have to get the max out of our money, guys. And we have to understand that trading is not to make money, but trading is to grow our money, right? Perfect. Risk management and risk reward is the thing that will change your trading, not on the question, but to what you said. Yeah. So it's really important, guys. Please use this journal that I have sent you if you want to take your trading to the next level. I can tell you like this, guys. There's one phase, we also spoke about the phases the other day. There's one phase where you are getting tired of just fucking around. Getting tired of losing money and just don't know what you're doing. Just gambling your money, trying all different strategies, LGBTQ plus minus unicorn, everything you have tried it. And at some point you'll be like, I'm so tired of not understanding this. And then you will begin to take it seriously. That's every trader's journey, guys. Some of you agree. Some of you have been through that phase where you're just fucking around and losing money, gambling, having fun. And then at some point you're like, okay, now I have to understand it. And I would say, of course, everyone should go through this phase. It's not that I'm like, you should not do that, blah, blah. You will figure it out yourself. But you will understand it soon that, hey, I've been fucking around for too long. All right, so if you want to put yourself in the front position, guys, please begin to understand that this is a phase and you should get out of that phase ASAP. I don't know if you have to lose $100,000 before you understand that you have to take it more seriously. That was what I did. I've lost maybe $15,000, $20,000 before that I started to take it seriously and begin to make money. All right, so it's really important. It's the same in everything, right? We have to get our own experiences and we'll learn for our experiences. So I'm not that type of person saying, hey, you can't do that. Do it. But please learn from it and don't give up when you're fucking around, because that's a phase everyone have been through. Nice. Really important thing. But therefore, that was when we had that call back then. I realized I fucked around too much. Yes, everyone have been through that phase, guys, and it's so important. So right. Thank you, Sandra. You guys don't understand how many times Benji has beaten my ass because of my trading. Bro, you can't say that on this call, Armin. That's between us. You're the only person that I'm like, come on, Armin. All right. So another nice trade that I actually took yesterday, but didn't share right now. It's in a like break-even position. Maybe we are able to get this retracement, but it's on the AUD JPI, guys. We've been speaking about this one as well. It have a huge potential to go down, have a huge potential to be bearish for a really long term. And if you think, okay, damn, this is a huge fall on 1,200 pips, 1,300 pips, that's common actually on AUD JPI. Every time that we have been up in this area here, we have these crashes, right? The only thing that we have been waiting for too long is the retracement that we never got. And right now it looks like that the only thing that's holding me back for taking like a huge trade, a swing trade, just let it run through the upcoming weeks, is that the only sequence that we have which can tell us where to go is this small one here. 0, A, B, and a point C down here. And as you can see, we've just been to the point C and afterwards it started to reverse. So that's the only reason why I don't see this as a really AAA plus setup. Otherwise, I would have been sending it out. But yeah, it's a nice trade that can give you a lot of nice, I mean, it can give you a nice risk reward, because if we're seeing from this perspective here, let's take a look here. We can have something like this. Let's say that it breaks above. We don't even need that big stop loss. That was just like, let me show you the stop loss that you need from this area. Here. And this can be the take profit. 1 to 11, 1 to 12. But if we hit our stop loss, it will probably begin to make a retracement, a BC, or a new Fibonacci sequence, where we go up to this area. And this should be the area where we can look for a new sell. And we can have a nice risk reward as well. A new 1 to 10. This is the setups that we like, guys. 1 to 10. If you're risking $100, this one you would have made $1,300. That's really awesome. But let's see if we can catch a nice sell on gold, guys. Sorry for, we should have taken advantage before. Then we had Okay, so let's mark out some things, guys. The thing is, do we sell in this area? Absolutely not, because this is the area where the price could start rising again. The area where we should have done a sell, this area, right? So right now we have marked the lowest point here, the highest point here, this area. Now we just have to wait for a small retracement. Let's have a look if we are going to break above or we are going to break down soon. It could look something like this as well. Let me see. So we can see a consolidation, and if we're consolidating out of this trend that we have identified this morning, that's a nice sign, guys. That means that, hey, we're breaking the trend. We don't know where the trend is going now, but we know that we have broken an upward trend, which means that, hey, there's a really, really nice possibility for it to make a reversal and change the direction, right? Do it make sense? So let's see if we can have, could be an amazing trade here. Yes, exactly. When I send a request, I will do that afterwards. Could be amazing trade. 100 pips for gold, change from 4,500 to 4,501, right? 10 points. My biggest problem is that I'm too greedy. Congratulations, Henry. I know that greedy in which sense? That you take more trades or that you let your trades run for more long time? Let me know that, Henry. You're too greedy. Trading is not making money, it's to grow money. Exactly, Shireen. Could be amazing trade here. Let the trade run. All right, Henry, you shouldn't be sad over that, bro. The most important thing is that you know when to sell. And it's all right. I mean, it's nicer that you don't have this issue where you're looking at the chart and are like, ooh, we are $3 in profits and we have risked $200. Let's just close it, because it begins to look a little bit ugly after this 2-second candle that we just had here. That's a issue, guys. That's gambling and feelings taking over. But Henry, you have the opposite issue where you're waiting too long for it to go down, which is actually much better than you have that issue where you're closing your trades after 1 second. That's nice, Henry. So don't be sad about that. Now we just need to make you realize when to take your profit. So if we took a trade entry in this area, of course, we would have done some partials right here. At least just close some of our back. So let's say we had one lot going, we should close maybe 0.5 and just let it run without feelings. Just let it run, set and forget until we get down to this area. But let's see, guys, should we go for this short? We should. Not yet, but let's see. We want to have a higher price. I'm so sad that we didn't get this one. It was exactly at 10 a.m. 9:50. But this setup, does it make sense to you guys? Let me just show my whole screen here. Okay, this actually looks a little bit bullish. Oh, we have something over here that we have to be aware of as well. No, we don't. It's fine. It's fine. We should go further down. But do it make sense? We have this identified Asian session where we just went down, bearish totally. And now we have this 1 minute from London session until now where we can see that the trend have just been going in one direction. Maybe we should be able to see a direction change soon. Looks like sellers and buyers do agree that, hey, something needs to happen now. And that's the area where we should look for sales. So, but I want to have like, if this is the highest price, guys, we need to get closer to this area before that we are entering anything, because this area is totally a buy area. That means that we could have done a buy order down here as well. So let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Yes, but Benjamin, I just can hear the health. I'm Offy. Do you will send a call for gold in our chat? Yeah, I'm gonna send the call for gold if we are taking the trade. For sure, Christina, for sure. Yes, but I think we might need to take the 7 o'clock height out of the equation first. Nice. Henry, I don't think I understand. Yes, but I think we might need to take the 7 o'clock high. This high here? Why should we go here? Let me show you something. Ah, you're right, actually. You're right, bro. Totally right. But we have a fair value gap here, guys. This is why we had the rejection. So we had 3 candles in a row, and then this middle one, which just got pre-filled now. Let's see. It's an important area right now, guys. And we have this long downward trend. So let's see if we will break this. Let's go to Sage Master. Guys, were some of you on the call yesterday with Nguyen? Yes. Guys, did you hear that league we're gonna have? Let's talk about that league, guys. Forex tournament, right? Has it started yet? No, not yet. Otherwise, I would say sell gold now, guys. No, of course not. But it's nice, guys. I can't wait for this tournament. I think it's a really good idea to bring that into like the community company thing and have a tournament. Not sure when it starts. No, me neither. But that's really amazing that we are going to see these tournaments. Also because it's going to make everything a little bit more transparent. I know that some traders can have bad weeks and bad months, but I mean it can point out some potentials, right? Some talents. Can point out that Krista Svosand is an amazing trader. He's profitable. He should be the new educator. That's what I like, guys. That we get the transparency and we can see and point out some new talents, guys. Really enjoy that. It's going from Trump manipulation us to Benjamin manipulation. Guys, let's make sure that we are winning, guys. Let's make sure that we're winning together. That would be freaking awesome. And we're also getting the trader Tim Jam back. Do some of you remember Tim Jam? Timmy boy, my goat, Timmy boy. He was really good actually, and we made some phenomenal numbers from Tim Jam. I can't wait to have him back. I really like and enjoyed the way that he was sending out signals because it was always a nice risk reward. It was not that, hey, let's look at the pips. He gained 500,000 million pips. That doesn't make sense to speak about pips, in my opinion, guys. Because if you're risking 100 million pips to win 1 pip, guys, gonna puke. We don't like that. So I love that we are looking at risk reward and we are tracking everything so we are able to get a more clear picture of what we really want. Let's make sure the orange man doesn't make any stupid stuff again. Yeah, John Luca. The orange juice. Let's get that. All right, guys. So it looks like a buy just really looks more nice right now in this area. Yeah, let's wait for clarity. For that buy should really be nice. Should we take the buy? I don't like this big stop loss here. Let's wait. Let's get a nice price. As long as we have a nice risk reward, guys, it's the most important, and we have a nice win rate on that risk reward. We had some nice trades. Do you remember the trade that we have in the Tuesday, 1 to 5? And Krista did 1 to 10. What the freak? That's awesome, bro. 1 to 5, and right after we got a 1 to 4. That's 1 to 9. That should be, if you did your journal, and you tracked everything, you should be able to lose 9 trades in a row and still be break even. But that's only the people who is tracking their trades who can see that, guys. So it's really important. Be best friends with your journal. Become best friends with your journal and yourself, of course. Let's see. Nice area. It looks more bullish than what I thought, guys. Looks really nice, actually. Yeah, guys, should we? Can we have a nice risk reward here? Yeah. Let's wait a little bit, guys. But it's a nice area to take a buy. It's the Phineas and Ferb area again. Yesterday, who run the world, girls? They were totally right. I'm trying when I'm looking at the charts, guys, to just speak what I'm thinking. Does it make sense? So you will always have my thoughts when I look at something. And let's see. This is not a bad area to buy, actually. It's not a bad area. And we would be able to take it up to the 0.786 and after 0.882. Come on. So I don't have the keys. They're here. So let's see if we should be able to have something here. We begin to get to a nice area, guys. Ooh, we can have a 1, 2, 3. I like this. Let's see here. And I've also started to fix my magic terminal setup so it looks more clean. As you can see. Let's just do this. It's a nice area. Let's go to 1 minute. All right, guys, let's shall we? I believe so. It's a nice area, right? All right, guys, let's enter this trade. Let's enter this trade. I believe it's a really nice one. We can at least have a nice risk reward. Stop loss like this. All right, enter. So I'm gonna send the. Sorry, guys. I hope some of you are fast. I'm also gonna send a link, but we have to be a little bit fast here. Let me see here. 64. Hopefully we'll not go too deep, guys. And remember, disclaimer. This is for educational purpose. Let's see here. Oh, it looks ugly. So risks. Oh, guys, I'm sorry for this. This is not going to happen, no. I would go into the break for the downward. Shouldn't we be safe here? Let's see, let me check here. Let's check. No way, guys. We just lost this trade. I'm so sorry, guys. What just happened? All right. It's just lost a trade. All right. Let's see, guys, if there's something that we have to look for. What just happened? Is this just a stop hunt? No, it can't be. Just only took us out. Let's see if we are breaking the trend to the downwards and we are not seeing the 4652 area. If I don't know who that guy in this call is, but there's someone who is expecting us, guys, who's looking at us and giving informations further. I can't see yet what we've done wrong, but I will figure it out. Always do. All right, it looks like maybe the trend is shifting. So this is the buy area where we started to consolidate. We had the sell area right before that we looked for. We had this gap here that we wanted to fill. That was a fast one. Did you go into? Yeah. Breaking down the downside. Yeah, it looks like we can break to the downside. That was also our first thoughts, but it's just something that we miss. Otherwise, this fake out, guys, and we just got bombed. All right, let's try to just monitor it, guys. Let's have a look on how the price is going now. If it breaks to the upside now, I'm so sorry for this 5 pips stop loss here. Let me try to do something here. Something that we are overseeing. And it's not that. Should definitely go to this area, guys. All right, we don't know yet if the trend is shifting here, guys. I mean, there's just so small chance for it to shift on this zone, guys. .705 without touching the 0786 or the 0882. Let's figure this out, guys. If the trend is shifting, guys, that's my fault. It starts to go up to the 0786. I don't know who that guy on this call is, but we need to kick him out. Sounds like juice. All right, guys. Sorry for that loss, guys. It was a really quick loss. Never seen something like this. Weird. I hope that you didn't lose too much on this trade. I've lost $183. It's perfectly fine. It's the trend shifting, guys. All right, so if we have to give ourselves feedback, guys, this was the selling area that we tried to get. We can see that the structure, the price actions just started to change as well. We can see that sellers have entered. The worst is that this was what I was looking for before that we joined, attended on this call. And we got the break. But is this a fake out? It could be because we haven't touched our 0786 zone. What if we're doing this? All right, there we go. So we touch our 0. This is the zone, guys, where we got tapped out. Let's see. Oh, what is happening here? So we just tapped here. Just have to get some clarity, guys. 0382, guys. Why did we take a buy here? This is the only reason why this is wrong, guys. So the wrong thing that I did was that we entered on an area where we always get a reaction. I know that 0382 is always a small reaction, right? So it's not that big reaction we see here, but it's a mistake from my side. You can see it right here. Why do we start to buy after that we got a reaction on the 0382? Have to mark this out. Crazy. So the question is now, do we see this direction change? Oops. Looks like we could see the direction change. All right. GG. That's how the game is sometimes. So we've won 1-5, 1-4, 1-3, lost 2, lost 3. So we should still be up, guys, if you have been on these sessions. We've learned together. This is perfect. But guys, do you understand the who is the Jew in the call? But do you understand why the mistake happened, guys? So we didn't look for this, guys. We didn't look for this area, guys. This should never, ever be an area where when we touch this, that we take a buy, guys. Because we always see a reaction. I can show you on another pair. Let me show you. Let me go to a pair where it will make sense. Here, let me show you. Just so you can understand, guys. Do you see? We're touching this. Let me go to the smaller time frames. Where did I put it? Then we also have the 0.5. Let me give you a better. That's a bad example. Let me find an example, guys, so you can. Hey, and Sergey, I know you got a nice sell on USD CAD, right? Nice. Nice that you got this one, bro. And remember, as I spoke about that, it's possible that we'll have a retracement here. Did you get this one, Sergey? Is Sergey on the call? I believe so. We're learning together. But let me find a nice way for me to show you how it often reacts on the zero. It's a bad example again. I'll send it in the group, guys. I'll send it in the group. Yeah. But we are always seeing a small reaction. So it's a small reaction. It's not that, hey, we just got to our 0.382 and now it's just have to break down. No. That's worse with 0.882 and 0.786, especially on gold. Especially on gold. But it looks like that we have another direction going on, guys. So be aware of that for the rest of the London session. Go for sales instead. Just look for a retracement here. So the next area, be careful, guys. I don't know what is happening with this one, 0.382, but be aware of these areas, guys. It's the most important ones. And of course, a reaction on these areas. But 0.5 continuation, 0.382, a small, not aggressively pullback can happen here. That's what we saw here. But that's so unusual, guys. That's so unusual. Also, normally I draw my fib with my eyes, so it's like I knew that had it, but I didn't think so much about it. All right, that's how it is sometimes. But yeah, we have to we have identified the new trend, guys, so we should definitely begin to look for short instead of buys, guys. We should have been looking for short since this area here. Damn it. Damn it. But let's see, guys. So, but now you have a like insight in how the markets will go the next couple of hours, how I believe it will go. And also, guys, GBP, JPI, it's a really nice cheap area to buy. I haven't entered yet on GBP, JPI because I didn't like that we didn't went to our 0.618 totally, but we were so close. But this was the area, and this was the area where we should have done a buy on GBP, JPI because it's really have potential to still go up 500-600 pips. AUD, JPI, guys, as I spoke about in the beginning of this session, you can take it. You can take it in areas like this. This is the area where I bought or sold. I started to sell, and we have already got an 1-to-1 and move break even. So it's a risk-free trade. But look at this area, guys. This is the area where you should look for sales, and we are in a really bearish trend right now. The only thing is that sometimes we'll also see these big retracements from the whole trend, but it doesn't seem like we should do that before that we have been further down. But this is an area where you can have a cheap price up there. But I will of course share it if there's something that I see very valuable with a lot of value in. I would say that we also had the value on this trade. We had an edge at least because we bought in this area, but we should have been going with this one, a sell here instead. That would have been a much better trade. And then we missed the retracement right after. GG, guys. GG. That's how it is sometimes. At least we've learned together, guys. Don't need to say sorry. Thank you. Who that might be? I mean, I don't hope so. Smacked him a lot. So SL hit correct. All right, guys. So I believe let's speak about it in the Telegram group. If there's any nice setups, let me know. If some of you are looking at gold in a nice area, maybe like this area here, let me know, guys. Please share it because we all want that alert, right? Christus was on. Sometimes you share it with me in the private. Share it with the whole group, bro. Everyone wants to see it, and it's super nice to just see the areas. That doesn't mean necessarily that we have to take a sell in this area. No, we have to wait for confirmation. We have to see the price starts to fall. We have to make sure that we don't break the trend before that we get to this area and then take it right after. But if we just share it and we can share our thoughts together, guys, then it will be really awesome and we can have some really nice setups together. So if you're finding something, know that we are not able to move the markets. I am not, at least. I don't know if you are. So let's share everything together and let's make sure that everyone is eating, guys. It's us against the institutions and banks. Why shouldn't we work together for that? So guys, sorry for the loss. I hope that you learned at least, and let's speak soon. Let's speak in the Telegram group, and I wish you the best day that you can imagine. And remember the Thursday call tonight. It's gonna be awesome with Max. I know that he have brought in some really nice and really cool things. So please go to the Thursday call today, and let's talk soon, guys. Have a nice day.